Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and I think we're live. Okay. Hey, how's it going? Mr. Deadman of Deadman Stone Podcast is doing a game and chill real fast. Let me take these glasses off. Are we doing okay? Looks like I'm dropping frames. Looks like I'm dropping frames. Let me check. No, I think we're okay. I think we are okay. I think OBS is just spazzing out for some reason. It's red and it's dropping frames, but the stream seems okay. So I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. But what I do want to tell you is today was a day of mourning, of grieving. I was at a funeral today. One of those days. Yeah. I'm going to set it right with some Spey River. Grandmother, maternal grandmother, very close to me. Pretty much a second mom. Nothing bad against my mom, but obviously she worked a full-time job. So did my dad. So when there wasn't a babysitter around, when there wasn't daycare, there was my grandma. So huge part of my life, huge part. And she passed away. She's dead. This was a long time coming. We knew this was coming. It was not a surprise. She's had Alzheimer's for years, and was getting worse by the day. On on last Friday, July 31st, I paid her a visit at the at the at the old folks home that she was at. It was a specialty one because of her condition. I knew what I was going to see. I knew what I was going to find. My mom told me going into it um, that she's not going to say anything. She's not going to talk. She's just there. She's just there, barely responsive, and she even warned me like that I don't have to go pay her a visit, and it's she would understand if I didn't want to. But it's one of those things I just knew I had to. No, let me take this window off the screen. This isn't right. That the TNA right now, what I'm talking about, isn't right. I knew I had to go, and I'm glad I did. While I was very doubtful that the visit would be any like anything close to being meaningful or fruitful. Um, I'm glad I did because it was the last visit I would ever get with her, the last time I would see her alive. Because the next day she died. Like I said, I knew that it was coming, so I wasn't surprised by it. I'm not sad that she's gone. If you ever have gone through this, let me know in the chat or in the comment section afterwards. A lot of people watch this stuff afterwards, and that's fine. For me, this is easy. One, I don't know. I think of a way to process this stuff. To, uh, like I said, we knew it was coming. And the third reason why it's easy is because instead of being torn up with grieving and all that, I find solace in that she has moved on. That my grandmother has moved on. I don't know if I fully believe in heaven or the afterlife and all that, but she's she's no longer suffering. She has lived a full life, and she's gone. She moved on, and I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that. You know, of course, you don't know. You don't really know much about me, which is fine. That's how really these things should be, right? I'm just some guy on YouTube, and you're just someone listening. But if you ever knew her, which I'm, as much as I like you guys, I'm not gonna say the name. It just is what it is. But if you knew her, you would know that she is a very caring, loving person, but she was also very stubborn. Very stubborn. My grandmother was, and which is a good trait. It's a good trait to have. But it's a horrible trait when you want so much to join your loved one in heaven. Whether or not you believe in heaven is irrelevant at this point. I'm talking about the belief that my grandmother had. She told me many years ago, when she was before the Alzheimer's really took effect, that she wanted to be with her husband, who had already passed. There's not lighting. That she wanted to be with him. She prayed for it. She dreamed about it. She wanted that. And at the age she died, which I'm not going to give that out either. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. Oh, okay, I'll give that. 93. 93. The state that she was in, there's nothing more her body can give. There's nothing more her body could give. Mentally, she was ready to join her husband, but her body was stubborn in keeping her there. Keeping her there. She was ready to go. She had been. But something in her was determined to live as long as she could until her body couldn't fight anymore. When I paid her that visit, when I saw her, and I was the one in my family that saw her for the last time before she died, when I said her name, she didn't respond to me. When I said Grandma, she kind of looked at me. But when I stood by a framed photo of her husband, when I stood by that, she looked at me then, and then she smiled. But from the distance, there's no way she recognized. There's no way that she saw, right? There's no real way. Maybe she recognized the frame. Maybe she recognized it and knew what it was. I knew for damn sure she didn't recognize me. Her Alzheimer's was bad. Really bad. Like, she forgot everything. I don't think she recognized who I was. But I'm pretty sure she recognized that photo. She wanted to join her husband. And she got it. And I can't be mad about that. I guess I can be a little sad that she's gone. But really, it's reflecting on the good memories, though, right? When you lose a loved one, you think of the good times you had with them. You think of that. Oh man. Normally, I try to keep these streams light and fun. I just wanted to vent. I just want to talk about this event. I just wanted to be raw and real with you guys. It's a rare trait on the internet, on YouTube, to be real. A lot of fakeness out there. Tomorrow, I want to do a stream, change my mind, where I'm going to be the devil's advocate for Nick Rekieta. And I'm going to say Nick Rekieta is a real lawyer, is definitely not a grifter, and the best dad. And I need you guys to challenge me. And I understand that Nick Rekieta is one of the names on the, I believe it's called the International Grifters League. International Grift League. If you know what that is, that's great. If you don't, let's just say it's like college basketball of grifting, of grifters, and who's going to win. You're pushing 40, never lost anyone you love. Very lucky. Yeah. You are lucky. You're lucky. 36. Lost my aunt to illness. I lost my grandmother. Now, here's a fact of life. As you age, you're gonna lose people. As time goes by, we get older, we get weaker. You get closer to dying. It's just a fact of life. You can't change that. Maybe some rich bitches, rich politicians, and motherfuckers are trying to change that. But you can't change that fact. It's going to happen. So what I'm saying here, talk to suffer. When it happens to you, I hope you're in the right place at the right time. I hope you're ready for it. And I think you will be. I don't know if it gets easier as you get older. My dad, he's not one to cry. But I've never seen him so worked up today. I gotta tell you, man, this my grandmother was one of a kind. She was a genuine good person. Great green thumb too, by the way. She can make roses grow out of nothing. She would just cut a piece off of a rose bush, plant that, and it in itself would become its own rose bush. I don't know how she does it. I mean, anyone listening who knows anything about gardens might be like, "Oh, that's so easy, Mr. Deadman. I know exactly what you're talking about." And I baffle my friends and other people when I tell them that. When I ask them, "Can cat shit be good fertilizer?" They'll be like, "Oh no, cat shit is too acidic or whatever." I kid you not. My grandmother can make a rose bush grow, a whole garden grow, with cat litter in it. As she got older, she would just dump the cat. she would dump the cat shit in the garden, in the rose garden, not in the vegetable garden. She used the real fertilizer for that. Constella, this story was very heartbreaking. My brother was murdered 20 years ago and was really hard. Oh man, your brother was murdered 20 years ago. He was only 21. Man, only 21. Oh, God. Costello, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know nothing about your brother. I don't know what happened in the situation. You don't have to say. That's tough. God, that's so young. At least tell me this. Was it someone he knew or was it some random act? Oh, God. We shift gears here a little bit. We'll go watch some Gothic King Cobra and then maybe play some Monster in my pocket for NES. It was some guys who he and his roommate knew and were fixing cars with. Turns out they were drugged, addled. God damn it. I'm sorry. Man. Drugs, man. So his life was taken. His life was taken by some guy who was on drugs? Some junkie? I mean, God dang, I'm sorry. I know, I'll pour a little bit more in my glass for you. I'm sorry. What is it about the gesture of putting, having a drink to ease one's nerves? Is it the easing of the nerves, or is the feeling the burn of the drink? Is it what it does to the liver? I don't know. But here you go. You got to see the burn. The burn. Yeah. It's hard. Like, you can't have a toast. You can't have a shot and pay respects to a loss using Coca-Cola or Pepsi. It's not the same. It's not the same. It has to be liquor. Maybe it could be beer. Anyway, the slide of a cigar. Hey, I got this one. I like these. I know these are actually kind of a knockoff brand, if you will. J&R. I actually been ordering my cigars from J&R cigars, and they have an alternative brand. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste bad at all. I like it. Anyway, all right. Now that I bummed everybody out with a heavy story in the beginning and treated this stream like my personal diary, dear diary. Let's go take a look at what Gothic King Cobra is doing. I will say that, an event like a funeral, when you a lot of family around, you start talking to everybody, and good talks, too, good talks. It really starts putting things in perspective. Obviously, with my family, I don't talk to them about the stuff I do on the internet or what I talk about here on these streams. It wouldn't even make any sense, right? Oh, who Ethan Ralph is, the kill stream, all that, or Faith, or whatever. Makes no sense. I'd be a crazy person. It just kind of reminds me of how, in the end of it all, the stuff we talk about is it's kind of meaningless. I mean, I suppose it has some meaning in that it's fun and entertaining during the time and gets us through our days. But in the end of it, at the end of the day, what is it? I don't know. But let's go take a look at Gothic King Cobra. This video is just called Rant. Let's see how good it is. All right, let me put it on the screen here. All right, this should be interesting. Let's see what happens.
What is up, fellow YouTubers? So Chaz did not do work on Dragon Ball Z. That was kind of a miscommunication or a rumor, I guess.
What's up, Gothic King Cobra? Hey, and what does he mean by Chaz? Like, is it a particular person? Is he talking about like the autonomous zone in Seattle? I don't think he's talking about that.
Yes, but he does work with Gene Simmons, which I think is pretty fucking awesome. He'll give me a call here shortly when he can. Just you know.
Hold on here. Someone that claims to be working with Gene Simmons is going to give Gothic King Cobra a call.
Excuse me.
What was that sound? What's that? There's laughter going on. Is that like the next apartment, or is that...
Rolling Rock.
Sounds kind of like kids. You hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think my trolls are super jealous that people like Chaz are...
Oh no, he's not in slow motion. Well, he might live in slow motion. I don't know. He's chill. He's chill. He's as chill as you're gonna get right now. And I guess, you know, he's just laid back in that chair.
They're contacting me now and offering me work to do stuff like voiceovers for cartoons, and you know, I got people contacting me like Phil from Cannabis Corpse.
Hold on here. Are these people really contacting this guy? Are they just trolling him? Is Cannabis Corpse? Cannibal Corpse, right? Are they really contacting him? This is a troll. Someone's messing with Gothic King Cobra. There's no way this is real.
Who are sitting there, you know, like, hey, could you do vocals? Oh shit, fuck! I just woke up from a nap. God damn, dude, my ass was knocked out.
Yeah, you appear to be knocked out, man.
But we're not here to talk about any of that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm doing things with my life.
Yeah, he's doing things with his life. Okay, does Gothic King Cobra have a job? I'm curious about that. Is it Cannabis Corpse or Cannibal Corpse? That's Cannibal Corpse, right? That's that death metal band. I like death metal, but I was never really a fan of Cannibal Corpse, I gotta tell you. I kind of like it a little bit melodic, you know. I'll do like In Flames, or I'll do Demi Borgir. I'll do Children of Bodom, In Flames. But I'm kind of particular about In Flames. It can't be any In Flames.
Things happen. And you know, as far as my trolls go, if they had spent at least 1/3 of their energy that they spent on harassing me and people I know, if they spent that energy on themselves, they could have a better life.
That's true, man.
So if my trolls are just jealous little losers, oh shit. Damn, this chair's comfy. Anyways, yeah, here's the thing of it though, YouTube. Like I said, if my trolls are just jealous of my life because theirs sucks so much, Well, I tell you what, if they spent at least 1/3 of their energy, that 1/3 of their
I think people mess with him because they think it's funny. I think some people out there just mess with this guy because they think it's hilarious to mess with him. And there's probably some people who mess with him because they're just mean. They just wanted to poke this guy and see what happens. Maybe they're just have bad intentions, whatever. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. And I gotta say this, man. I could see the appeal. I could see how someone can have fun with just poking some guy like this. But that's pretty low. That's pretty low. When I look at Gothic King Cobra, I'm not looking at him, and I mean this, I'm not looking at him to make fun of him or to riff on him. I might make fun of something he might say or an idea he has or whatever, but I don't want to kick him while he's down, right? I don't want to punch someone who's down. And this isn't someone who's saying, "Oh, don't punch down," and like when it comes to jokes or whatever. I'm just saying, like, this is I'm not gonna mock the guy for what he wears and all that. Okay, I might point out that he seems to be wearing the same shirt all the time. He does, but I've said it too on these streams. There's been times where I do the same fucking thing. I know I'm not much better, man. I know this guy has his own thread on the Kiwi Farms. A locale. I guess he is. Yeah, he says some funny stuff. He has an interesting life. Can be comical. I mean, it is of interest. That's why I'm watching it. It's kind of like a reality show. Anyway.
their psycho energy. I say that because it's the truth. My trolls are psychotic losers. It's really sad.
Now, of course, he's making the mistake a lot of people make when trolls mess with you. You call them out and you call them losers and stuff like that. I guess in this case, it happens quite a bit to where it's hard for him to. I don't know. That's not a good choice to do. That's not a good maneuver. You know, like it's what Ethan Ralph is doing. What Ethan Ralph's been doing. But what Ethan Ralph is to a whole other degree, right? Whole other degree to what Gothic King Cobra is doing. At least Gothic King Cobra doesn't do gay ops in the background to try to get back at his trolls or whatever. You know? I feel bad for even making that comparison, to comparing the two. I do.
But if they spent 1/3 of their energy that they do harassing me on something else, like, I don't know, getting a life, their lives would be a lot better.
Mm-hmm. What's that sound? Was someone knocking on his door? The fuck is that sound?
It's ridiculous. But here's the thing of it, YouTube. Oh shit, I gotta wake up.
Is there someone at his door or something? What's that sound? I think we're watching a horror movie. Take a look, just watch the background. What happens with that door? Man, plenty of dead air here. Like he just sits there.
But you know, and this is a point that I made on my live stream earlier. Shout out to the Rock Club Nation and to all my fans. Thank you for the support. But something I have said in the last live stream, I'm trying to think what it was. Oh yeah. The reason why I don't let my trolls get to me is because there are bigger problems in the world today.
That's right, man. That's the attitude.
And that's what we're here to talk about.
Okay, let's talk about the bigger problems. Let's talk about bigger problems.
You know why I'm offended by the term redneck? Well, it means something completely different.
This might be good. Why is Gothic King Cobra offended by the word redneck? And this coming from someone who lives in Texas. So let's see if we're on the same page here.
These days, but back when Irish and Scottish immigrants came to this country to make a better life for themselves, they were enslaved and forced to work in the hot sun and pray to a stupid sky god that they didn't believe in. As a result, their necks would become sunburnt. That's where the term redneck came from.
Is that true? I don't even know the origins of that word. Is that true? Could someone fact check that for me, please? I'm curious. Redneck origin, I guess. Redneck origin. Oh, a quick and dirty search. It's probably not. I'm probably not gonna get much. Its usage is similar to the meaning to cracker. Oh god, like white trash. Political term for poor farmers. Okay. But like he referenced like the Irish that were coming over. I didn't know they were called rednecks. I thought they were called many other words. But whatever. You know, I'm not gonna worry. I'm not gonna fact check him. I'm not gonna worry. It's an off the cuff rant. You know, it is what it is.
Fuck racism, fuck sexism. Gender equality and racial equality. That's what it's all about, man.
That's right.
But could you imagine for a second, because I do have Scottish ancestors, but could you imagine for a second if I saw someone wearing a Vikings hairdo and I said, hey, you can't wear that hair, that's cultural appropriation. They'd be like, how so? I'd be like, well, my Scottish ancestors were enslaved. And on top of that, you have no Viking blood, do you? And they say, no, they don't have any Viking in them. They're just wearing it because it looks cool. And then if I scream, that's cultural appropriation, they tell me to shut the fuck up. But here's the best part of it. The reason why that doesn't work is because of the way the shit played out. You know? Because
I'm curious if you would ask a brother that question. You know? But I don't know if a brother would actually have a Viking hairstyle. I don't even know what a Viking hairstyle would be. Like long and braided. Oh, just screaming back to the sexy girls. Oh, I was just doing a Google search on redneck. You know? That's all that was.
blacks were forced to come to this country. Some of their village chiefs, if you will, would sell them off to traders for goods and other things. Pretty messed up. Can you imagine your tribal leader selling you off to some white asshole to be sold onto a ship? It's pretty horrible, dude. That's the only difference. Like, blacks were forced to come to this country. The Scottish and the Irish were not. Yet both the Scottish and the Irish and
Didn't they? But they kind of fled to this country, right? They were escaping the hardships that were going on over there. I mean, they weren't sold, but they were coming here for a reason. Like they wanted a better life. They wanted a better life, whereas Africans were pretty much sold by the tribe that took them over. The tribe that enslaved them, sold them to the white man. Okay.
and blacks were enslaved in this country. But the sad truth of it is, YouTube, slavery goes back further than all three of those sets of people. No, the Jewish people were one of the first people to be enslaved on record, at least.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you go by the Bible. I mean, I guess there's other
Ridiculous.
documents. I mean, and then let me ask a question here. Egyptians. Were Egyptians black? Were Egyptians black? Does that question even really matter? You know, I'm pretty sure they weren't white. I'm pretty sure they were like, I gotta tell you, maybe like a mix of black, maybe Persian or other. I don't know. But you have the Jewish people enslaved by Egyptians. I mean, that's interesting. Definitely brown. Definitely. Oh yeah. See, whoever it is above Gothic and Cobra, they must have kids and weigh like 300 pounds because you hear heavy footsteps.
Of course, these days you might be a redneck if you have cars buried in your lawn. So these days the term redneck is it means something different. But back in the day, it was an offensive term given to Irish and Scottish immigrants who had gotten sunburnt on their necks from being forced to work in the hot sun all day.
Right.
Salacha Salu, YouTube.
Oh, I totally agree. King Cobra should be invited to PPP's Kinodrome. He should be. He should be.
It's ridiculous, YouTube. So here's the thing of it, YouTube.
What's the thing of it, man? That's what I'm waiting on.
And that's just the thing of it. That's the reason why that doesn't work. As far as if somebody copied my Viking ancestors' hairstyle and I screamed cultural appropriation because of my Scottish slave ancestors and because of, if someone else is pretending to be something they're not, it wouldn't work because one, let's face it, I'm white, and two, Vikings are badass, right?
Okay.
And three, I wouldn't give a shit because I'm like, it's just hair. It's not as long as they're not going around screaming with a Scottish accent about bagpipes and haggis and how Viking they are and shit like that when they're not even like that. Then I really don't care.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to follow him on this. But it's like, okay. Right. So, yeah. So if I'm following him right, he can't complain about a cultural appropriation because one, let's go reverse. He doesn't care. Two, Vikings are badass, and three, because he's white. Okay. All right. Sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's. Yeah. I mean, hell. I agree. I don't give a shit either. I don't give a shit either. My ancestors were like German and stuff. People like drinking German beer, eating German sausage, and going to those German themed beer gardens and wearing lederhosen and all that shit. Y'all want to do that? Y'all want to listen to Rammstein? I mean, y'all want to. Fine. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all want to eat sauerkraut? I don't care. You go right ahead. I'll be over here eating my salsa, and chips and fajitas. Y'all can eat the sauerkraut. How about that? Is that tobacco or weed? Probably tobacco, huh? Yeah, feel free to sub if you want. I kind of do these things.
Now, could you imagine it, though? It doesn't work like that, does it? Could you imagine, though, some white asshole that has no Scottish in him whatsoever starts walking around wearing a kilt, acting like Willie from The Simpsons?
Okay.
Naturally, anyone with even the smallest amount of Scottish in them would be offended by that. Naturally. I would be. Yeah, on that same note, could you imagine what Rosa Parks...
I would have to say, though, like, to be that guy, I'm going to be that guy right now. How would you even know? Like, it's hard to tell, surface level, skin level. If you just see a white guy wearing a kilt and acting like a stereotypical Scottish guy, how would you know that they're a true Scotsman or not? Right? How would you know that they're a true Scotsman or not? This goes to the true Scotsman argument. Or, how would you know? We can do a DNA test on the fly right there. No, you're not. Right? You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. I mean, this is kind of part of the reason why we shouldn't even really be judging this stuff by just the color of our skin anyway. Like, I'm totally okay with people appreciating other cultures and actually experiencing them and living through them, sharing them. That's great. That's the way the melting pot works. That's the way multiculturalism works, as if people are willing to share and be okay with that. Be okay. When people are not okay with that, then it creates a line, like this wall of and it's not a physical wall, right? It's this invisible boundary of what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, and it's only held by certain people. Some people are okay with it, some people are not, and it creates division. Anyway, so if I see a white guy that's wearing a kilt acting Scottish, I'm just gonna assume that maybe he is, maybe he's not. I don't care.
would say to these African Americans who are getting pissed off at people for copying their ancestors' hair. She'd be like, if that's the worst you have to worry about as far as racism goes, then to be honest, the George Floyd incident's a lot more offensive than some white asshole copying your hair.
Yeah. I mean, I would imagine so.
And speaking
on the scale of what's offensive, someone appropriating hairstyle, and then George Floyd, yeah, I'm on board with that.
Police brutality, these so-called peaceful protesters were shining laser pointers at cops' faces, blinding them for a couple days. Pretty disgusting, dude.
Oh, Casella in the chat, what if they have Scottish in them for a couple hours? Well, that sounds like they're having sex. I mean, what do you mean Scottish in them? Because I'm taking that literally and physically. Well, I think there's a difference between cultural appropriation and diffusion and appropriation. Generally, appropriation is when original cultures look down, black style cool, black people not. I mean, sure, I suppose, but different people have different meanings of that. And, I mean, people have different meanings of that, and it's not clear cut. I mean, we could pretend and say that it is, but it's not, especially when people get offended by, let's say, a white person with dreads. A white person with dreads. What's bad about that? White people have dreads. They can have dreads. They can have dreads. That's fine. People get offended with a white person wearing a sombrero. But but they're not offended when a white person, drinks a margarita or eats salsa and chips or fajitas, you know, or they get offended when a white person runs a Mexican restaurant. Why is this Mexican restaurant owned and operated and ran by a white person? Maybe they really know how to make good fajitas. Maybe they learned how to make the food very well, and they're doing it. I mean, that's fine, and I would be okay with that with any culture, any race. I mean, if it was a black family that wanted to make a Mexican restaurant, and I'm sure there's Mexican restaurants that are owned by black families. I'm fine with that too. If there's an Asian family that wants to run that, sure, fine. I'm not concerned about that. You know, I don't care about that. In that situation, I just want to know if the food is good. That's all I care about. But yeah, that's true too. Dan Jemery. Black hoes do wear blonde straight hair wigs. Not just blonde, not just black hoes, but that happens too. That happens too. There's music in the background, but it's not from him. I think the apartment above him is playing music.
I don't give a shit what color you are, black, white, it don't matter. If you're sitting there attacking innocent cops for the 4 cunts who shot and killed George Floyd, that's...
Shot and killed George Floyd? They didn't shoot him, but okay.
just gonna make the situation worse, man. And you're
right.
Pissed off, rightfully so. So guess what? Trigger-happy racist cops get justice. Well, they should. But the fucked up thing of it is, some of these cops that do this crap, not only do they make all cops in general look bad, but sometimes they don't get the justice they so rightfully deserve.
Right. Setting fire to Wendy's or any sort of business, especially a business in the neighborhood, or setting fire to housing isn't a good idea. That's not a good idea. That's not a good reaction. That's not a well thought out reaction. That's bad right there. And you're just damaging your community right there. You know, you're first off, you're taking people's jobs away. You're destroying the neighborhood. You're gonna send a message to businesses, be like, okay, we're not doing business in this area anymore because fuck it, we're out, we're gone. You know, and that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
And it's heartbreaking.
Cobra always looks.
I mean, Jesus fucking H Christ. I'm seeing videos of white people and black people going up to cops and attacking them with Molotov cocktails and pointing laser pointers at their eyes and shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Because that's just what we fucking need, right? In the middle of a goddamn...
See, you don't watch Gothic and Cobra for the news. You watch it just... Like I said, it's more like a reality show. Like, you get his life in a way. Like, this guy streams every single day like this, right? Just, like, he just rants from this chair. Very passionate. Rants. And maybe the things he says are not accurate, but the feeling is there. And it's, part of it's intriguing. Yeah, I gotta say, a lot of it's out of curiosity. About like, this is a 31-minute video. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting to get this far, get 13 minutes in. But I'm kind of intrigued. Where is he going to go next? What is he going to say next?
Pandemic is rioting and... Oh. How are you going to sit there and call yourself a peaceful protester if you're using laser pointers to blind people?
Laser pointers, IEDs, homemade bombs, fireworks and shit. I mean, the only reason why they're not using guns is because they don't want to give the police the reason to use their guns. Because the moment they do, they know the police are just going to come back and just shoot them. They're doing everything they can to just ride that line, but they went a little too far. They went a little too far with homemade grenades and shit like that.
At that point, you're rioting. Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I made the video that I made earlier on my live stream because nasty rumors about Chaz and about Fangirl Kate, and it's just really horrible shit. You know, I don't even want to repeat what the fuck they were saying because it was that fucking messed up. That shit was just nasty, dude.
What were they saying? I'm curious.
And you know what? People are jealous that I have of-age girls that find me attractive and that celebrities want to do collab work with me, so they'll do anything they can to start shit. It's pretty fucking sad. My trolls are messed up. That being said, you know why I don't let my trolls get to me? Like I said in my last video on my live stream, it's because there are bigger problems facing our world.
Right. There's a lot of big problems right now. Okay. I'll give him a couple more minutes.
Fuck the dry spell, fuck rapists, and fuck my trolls.
Okay, I was not expecting that. You know, he goes from talking about I guess the protests, the police, and cultural appropriation, and then he fuck the dry spell, fuck rapists, and fuck the trolls. I was not expecting that. Fuck the dry spell. I'm guessing Gothic and Cobra is not getting laid. I guess he's not having luck with the ladies. I'm sorry, man. But I'm definitely on board with fuck the rapists. Not literally. And fuck the haters. Fuck the trolls. Maybe literally for that one.
You know, that's how I see it. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
No, it's beyond ridiculous, YouTube. You know, and I see all the crap going on in our world today, and I'm like...
Oh, he said racist? I thought he said rapist. Yeah, I thought he like flipped the script that said rapist. Maybe he did say racist. I just heard it as rapist. I don't know. It would seem weird just to throw that in there. You know, I was like, what? Where's this coming from? But he probably did said racist.
I'm offended. Oh, millennial that's offended. Gee, there's a shock. Screw you.
Yep.
And the alternate right is so racist with this whole issue, it's not even funny.
No, not
You
funny.
get these radical Republicans who are like, yeah, but blacks kill each other more than cops kill blacks, blah, 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 blah.
Well, I mean, statistically, that's kind of true. I mean, it's not racist to say that is true. I mean, you could explain the reason why. You can explain the reason, or try to like come up with come up with reasons. Anyway.
Blah. That's debatable and beside the point. I'm not even going to have that fucking conversation because that's so not the point.
I mean, it's a complicated point, too. I mean, there's nuance there. There's reasons why. Obviously, those are near each other, more likely to kill each other. Or more likely, like, someone who lives near you, or at least in your area. I mean, if someone's going to commit a crime against you, it's going to be most likely someone in your area, usually. Now, it does seem to be happening quite a bit in certain areas. Maybe because of certain factors. Of course, it didn't help. It doesn't help that there's not a lot of opportunity there. I offered one of the DEADMANS podcasts I did. we talked about racism in America. It was like, what if, and okay, let's say Trump was like, you know what, we're legalizing weed, we're just doing it, legalize it. I'm signing this executive order, weed's legal, and we're gonna have grow operations, and the impoverished area in this country, so that way those that are looking for employment, you know, I mean, because those operations are probably already there. At least the dealing aspect, you know, the delivery of the drugs are probably already there. Let's just have it where they're manufactured. And we're talking about just weed, you know. Maybe I don't know, you know. I'm just some guy who drinks and smokes cigars and talks shit.
White lion when the children cry. Where man is killing man and no one knows just why. 'Cause you were born into this evil world. I think to myself as a society, we're better than this.
Nah. I don't know if we're better. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think we're any better. All right. I guess we talk a little bit what Gothic King Cobra was talking about. Also, bring back the stream back to, like I was talking about earlier, about funerals, about what it's like when someone's passing, what that experience was. And probably going to shift gears here and play Monster in My Pocket, because that game is fun. The game is fun. Okay, let me do that here. We have the capacity to be better. Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know what that is anymore. I don't know what that's going to look like. I'm not convinced that, not to sound cynical or anything, I might sound cynical, but I'm not really convinced that we can actually get rid of racism. Not 100%. Not 100%. You're not going to be able to. It's not like a, you know, it's not like a virus you can kill or anything. It's a product of prejudice. It's a product of preferring one's race over others, racial supremacy. And in fact, if anything, we're kind of seeing that rise with Black Lives Matter. When Terry Crews is saying that he doesn't want to see Black Lives Matter become Black Lives Better, and people were giving him shit about that, he wasn't off base. That is happening. I mean, true. I mean, there's people within the black community. It's very vocal on Twitter. They're like, you know, Black Lives Better. You know, there's definitely a push, like an ethno push, and that's not good. That's not good. That's like fighting racism with more racism. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we could do better. I hope we can. It'd be nice. Anyway. Fucking for virginity. All right. Let me get this started here. Monsters in My Pocket. All right. I'll keep the chat up. Make sure I'll put that on the same monitor here. Last time they were on different monitors, so I couldn't see. All right. This game's pretty fun, y'all. And I'll keep it on the chat. And let's do this. Let's do this thing. Yeah, so first off, to bring it back to what this stream was talking about at the beginning. Have you gone through the loss of a loved one? And what was that like? What was that like? How did you cope? Like, how did you, was it difficult? I mean, everyone's situation is going to be different, depending on what happened, right? Look at that Konami TV. I want to get a Konami TV. It's never going to happen now because they're just making just Japanese gambling machines. I don't even think they're making Castlevania games anymore. There's supposed to be a Castlevania a mobile game, but I heard they pulled the plug on that too. Which is weird because it actually looked like it was going to be kind of decent. I saw the gameplay footage and it actually looked like it was going to be not bad. And I was going to have to eat crow because when I heard about it, I was like, oh man, a fucking mobile game. But turning Castlevania into a mobile game, that's stupid. Oh man, I lost my key. Man, if you keep that to the end, it's so much cool. So much cool. Look at that. Look at that little cape he has. It's so short. It's like the shortest cape. It looks short on him, doesn't it? Like, it's long when he's standing, but when he moves, it's like, it looks so teeny. Teeny tiny. I see now. I thought the main guy had monsters in his pocket. It all makes sense. These monsters are tiny. Yeah, they're like... So this game was actually released alongside of a toy line called Monsters in My Pocket. And of course this video game was just a vehicle to sell toys. That's all it was. It's kind of like kids' cartoons, or just a vehicle to sell merchandise. That's all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was, just to sell merchandise. That's what it is. That's what it's always been about. Right? It's one giant ad. Everything's advertising. It's whether you enjoy it or not. But the toy line didn't really do too well. I got one when I was a kid. I don't know how you get them. I thought they were like... I think I got one from like McDonald's. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I was like 8 when I had it. I think my grandma took me to that. My grandma's dead. Die. Throwing knives around like that. Don't do that. You remember the toys? They weren't much. Like, I don't know if there was a different line or anything, but the one I got from, I think, McDonald's, unless I'm wrong. It was just a solid plastic thing. Nothing moved about it. It was actually the boss in this level. It was like the Abominable Snowman. And he was, if I remember correctly, because memory can be bad, but I remember him being orange. Man, there was some slowdown there. I don't even need this. Oh, come on. I want to get that. I want to get that key. Oh, you asshole. I want to keep this key all the way to the end. And use it on the boss and just kill him like a couple of hits. Oh! So lame. Never mind. I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, shit. I'm gonna die. I think there's some health coming up. I hope. Of course, this game is all point-based, so you can just actually farm for 1-ups. By the way, a game that I have, I need to finish it, is Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. And I haven't, like, not played it because of any ill reason. Like, I like the game. I think it's pretty cool. I heard there was a Blasphemous DLC. That looks interesting. That game is some wicked art. Come on. He's dead. Let's see. If y'all could have a drink with any monster from, I guess, Universal. We'll call it Universal. Or you could even go... You can throw me some, I guess, some wild cards with this one. If you could have a drink with any monster, who would it be and why? I don't think it would be Dracula. I would not have a drink with Dracula. I think he would be too much... He'd be all about himself. First off, he doesn't even drink wine. He'd be drinking me. It'd be horrible, right? He'd be drinking you, and he wouldn't even tell you. He'd just slowly kill you. I'll tell him flat out, I'll be like, look, dude, don't drink my blood. I have AIDS. I have Hep C, Hep B, and I'm pretty sure I have the corona. So do not drink my blood, okay? And I have cancer. And to make sure he believes that, I will make myself look as sickly as possible. I'd have a drink with the mummy, because I bet he'd have great stories. Yeah. The mummy, that's not a bad choice. The mummy. And hell, you know, he brings his own TP too. Look at that. Man, the mummy. Isn't the mummy just a zombie that's just wrapped in toilet paper? Is that all mummy is? Just a zombie wrapped in toilet paper. You're going to take it. I like it. I'm gonna take it. I like it. Okay. Gotta run, dude. See ya. Talk to Suffer. Thank you for watching. Thank you. You have a good one, man. What's going on there? What's going on, Modern? You doing all right? Zombies are created by a virus. Well, not always. Not always. There's different zombie origins. Because there's zombies that are created by a virus. Not really created by a virus, but the virus, I guess, turns them into zombies, I guess you will. Like, destroys the brain enough in some other ways. And then there's the virus somehow causes them to be reanimated. And then there's they are just reanimated. You know, there's different types of zombies. There's the reanimated from the dead. From Night of the Living Dead, they clearly just came back from the dead. Even the zombies in The Walking Dead are just pretty much magical zombies explained with some BS virus that somehow magically kickstarts the medulla, somehow magically makes where, I guess, blood pumps through your veins again. I guess your heart's working. You know, how is a zombie supposed to move? Like, if it's a virus-based zombie, how is a virus just going to bring someone back from the dead to just and have enough organs work just enough to have you move, right? This is going on the Walking Dead, because that's what was happening, right? You die and whoosh, you come back. You come back. I mean, the brain needs oxygen and it needs blood flow. I mean, it was a virus in The Walking Dead, but what did the virus do? It was not just a virus. The virus reanimated the dead. You died, you came back. I might have not watched every season of The Walking Dead because it stopped around the time Rick was leaving, but I watched enough to know that. Come on now. Come on. The virus did what? You die, you come back. You get it, you get bit, you get sick to the point you die, and you come back. That's why later on you see zombies that are pretty much rotted down to the bone, and they're still moving. How does that work? How does that work? Man, if we want to go deep into some zombie logic here, we can. We can. Nanobot zombies, maybe alien parasite zombies could work. Maybe. The virus is what controls the zombie. How? I mean, they even explain it in the first season where you die and you come back. They try to explain it that way, as if the virus can just restart the brain. And we see it where they're all kind of infected in a way. They're all infected. Everyone's infected. You die and you come back. You die and you come back. That's why you have people when they die, they come back from the dead in that show. They do. They do, like, all the time. All the time. Remember that? Because they're like, oh, we're all already infected in some way. It was crazy. I mean, I like when people say, oh, but it's a virus, so that explains it. But a virus isn't just going to be able to make you live when you're decaying and dead. Like, when your body's decaying and dead and your heart's not working and whatever, like, it's not going to just bring you, you know, it's not going to give you sustenance, you know? If your lungs aren't working, if you're not, I guess, if the zombie's able to make some guttural noises, I'm guessing their lungs kind of work. I guess they would have to. If the zombie's moving, I mean, clearly the heart's working. It would have to. I don't know how a brain that's hijacked by a magical virus, a super virus, will do that. I don't think the zombie life cycles are that long. Well, and The Walking Dead, they and I think I swear there was episodes where they're fighting zombies that look like they're down to the bone. They're creatures that don't have brains. Yeah, there are creatures that don't have brains. They have maybe like a brain stem. Yeah, a brain stem. They still require things. You could compare it to other creatures, but we're talking about a human body. We're talking about a human body here. I don't know, man. I mean, I heard about experiments were like with headless chickens. They try to like electrocute or provide electricity to a headless chicken to see if they can keep it going for a while. And apparently it did. Of course, a chicken will be able to live without its head, but it's beyond that. Beyond that. But that's with electricity being provided. Oh, shit. The viruses. Well, that still doesn't make any sense. That the virus is just controlling it. Because that virus would have to kickstart the medulla to have everything going. Because clearly in that show, they die, they come back. I hate to tell you this, but clearly in The Walking Dead, they die and then they come back. They come back from the dead. They're literally the Walking Dead. They're decaying as they walk. So, yeah. I mean, if you could show me a virus that it compares to, but good luck on that. But then you have your supernatural zombies that are just, they come back. They just come back. And, I mean, people just call that magic, and it dismissed that. But the virus zombies, just as, I mean, come on, it's not very plausible. It's kind of silly. It's kind of silly. Like the World War Z zombie, that was virus. But that turned you. Like, you didn't die and come back. Like you were turned. Or the, what was it? Was it 28 days later? The super rabies? That was definitely an infectious zombie. Infected with a virus. Wasn't a reanimated dead. That was just a virus zombie. And they tend to move a lot faster. Move a lot faster. I mean, when you're reanimated dead, you tend to shamble, tend to be decaying as you walk. You know, your limbs and bones are just breaking down. They can't support your weight. Oh shit. There, now he's dead. It's not magic like a mummy though. But you're completely dismissing that there are magic zombies though, apparently. If you're gonna say the mummy is just magic, there are, and there's movies on this too. I mean, there's movies on this where the zombies just come back from the dead because they come back from the dead. There's not just, my point is here, there's not just one type of zombie. And you know that. You know that. Come on. Come on, don't be silly. There's not just one type of zombie. There's different kinds of zombies out there. There's the virus ones, there's the ones that just come back from the dead due to some sort of supernatural reason, you know? But mummies are more magical. Okay, well, what else does a mummy do that a zombie doesn't? Let's get there. Let's go there. What else does a mummy do that a zombie doesn't? Like, can a mummy cause some sort of curse? What's up, Timothy? What's going on? Can't they control the sand? Provide toilet paper? Yeah, provide toilet paper and control the sand. Apparently from the movie The Mummy, they can, I guess. I guess they can control sand. Oh shit, I'm dying. You know, that's actually not a bad ability to be able to control sand while you're in the desert. That's not bad. It's kind of that's convenient. That's good. Oh, by the way, this level, I think has the best song in this game. I know, like, some people think it's really nerdy, I guess geeky, to jam out to like Nintendo music or whatever. They can Hotel Transylvania 2 also. Make awesome sandcastle. I think the Mummy would be a good monster to have a drink with too. I think that's what we start off to get into this discussion. Think of what a mummy can do at a beach to impress the ladies, impress the chicks. See, that's the other thing. Out of all the monsters, like who would be able to actually go out and do stuff, have drinks with people, and socialize? The mummy definitely would be able to. He can go out in the sun. He can go out at night. He can go to a beach and make sand castles, make sand anything. He can make sand tigers. Sand tigers. Like, he could turn this beautiful tiger painting, make that out of sand. And you know some chick would be like, oh, shit. They would love that. They would just be in love. You know who the worst to have a drink at a bar? You know the worst to have a drink with at a bar? Dracula? Would that be the worst? The Invisible Man? The monster. Good. Gotta find a mummy. Can't talk. You can't. Ah, shit. Well, I mean, like Frankenstein's monster, right? Wait. The blob. Oh yeah. Well, the blob is just a killing machine. That's all the blob is. The blob doesn't care. It's just sentient enough to know that you're living and it's coming your way. And it's kind of, I mean, the only thing that really kills it is like by freezing it, right? You have to like freeze it with intense low temperature. So, man, the blob. Yeah, you definitely want to have a drink with the blob. The monster. Well, I don't know. If you go by the novel, Frankenstein's monster can talk. He can talk. He's afraid of fire. He's afraid of fire. So even if he could talk, he definitely wouldn't. Well, he definitely would not want him at a bar, because as soon as someone lights up a cigarette or lights up anything, he's gonna have a rage. Start flipping tables and chairs. Yeah, the blob is the grossest monster. The blob, yeah. He's definitely high up there. Is he the grossest? I think the Gill Man. I think the Gill Man, he's not the grossest, but I think he would be pretty cool to have a drink with. Wait. Oh shit, I missed that. I just need to keep on hitting. Just hold this button down and hit these guys. Okay. I could die in lame ways here. Okay. These guys will just push you off. Wow. That was close. Wow, that was so close right there. That is a cheap enemy right there. That's the only part of this game I really hate. That, and if we get to the cave level, the Some of the enemies there are kind of bullshit. What about a werewolf? Like, you could not have a drink. Well, here's the thing about the werewolf. Like, a werewolf, like, if he's in his human form, you can have a drink with just fine. It's kind of bullshit. Like, he's only a monster when it's full moon, and when he is, you don't want to be around him because he's probably just going to eat you and kill you, you know? Whatever. But the Wolfman, he could have a drink with you. You might get some fleas hanging around him, but hey, he'll have a drink with you. Hey, if it's by full, if you want to go have a drink with a werewolf when it's full moon, be my guest. But you're probably gonna die. Everyone at the bar is gonna die. Well, what if alcohol caused him to lose his inhibitions? That would be funny. It'd be like that'd be something you didn't hear about in the myths and the urban legends. I always thought it was full moons. No, it's alcohol too. Just make sure he gets some cores. Make sure he gets the silver bullet. That should take care of it. That's kind of a data joke there. Damn. I guess we're all boomers over here if you get it. Oh. I think I go up. Okay. I will punch. I'll just keep on punching and they just fall into my punch. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on, just slide into my punch. Man, those goblins are really trying. I mean, they see what's happening, right? They're like, all right, I'm going to try again. He just, oh, I'll try it. I'll try it too. It's like, come on. Come on. Oh, shit. I think I can't hit the fire. You can punch everything but the fire. Oh, why did I meant to jump. The one up I got was just wasted. Yay. This is a fun short game. I mean, it's I think only 6 stages, right? And one of the stages is pretty much just a like expected in most NES games. You're just fighting all the bosses again. I think I remember his attack pattern. It's been a while. Oh. What am I doing? Okay. I think you could... Oopsie doopsie. Okay. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh, shit. Oh, let me not get hit again. That's lame. do 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 do. Ah. Almost done. Have you tried Cuphead? I have not. I've seen plenty of videos. My son likes Cuphead. He hasn't even played it. He's only 6, but he likes the YouTube videos and stuff on it. He likes watching all that stuff. But no, I have not played it. I'm sure I would enjoy it. Oh, I'm sure I would enjoy it. What the fuck is this? Oh, God damn it. I pushed the stupid center button on this controller, and it brought up this this HUD screen. Yeah, I've heard it's like really, really hard. I'm curious how far I'll get. I might be wrapping up here pretty soon. Can you imagine eating the creature from the? Can you imagine eating the creature from the Black Lagoon? Like eating the gill man? You want to fry up the gill man? Man, I was talking about having a drink with him at a bar. You want to eat him? Dang, that's pretty brutal. I mean, hey, I mean, it might just be a fish. It might taste very fishy. It probably tastes pretty good. Beer batter. Fry him up in some beer batter. Okay, that's what you need to do. Fry them up in some pub-style beer batter. Yeah, have a shit ton of tartar sauce. It should be fine. You get swamp ass. You probably would. He is technically fish. He is. I hear the ladies love him. I hear he's really good down there. Oh, I might play for a little bit longer. Fish and a ton of chips. Yeah. I tell you, man, I love fish and chips. That is good. It's been a while. Let's say a while. I think 2 months ago, and we did pub style. My mother-in-law, she was on board with the idea. I was like, no. We're not gonna do a fish fry. I know what you want to do. I know you want to get that fish fry stuff. No. We're doing pub style beer batter. I got this recipe and tried it out. It was pretty fucking good. Pretty good. First time doing it, so the first fish. Okay, I'll be honest. First two were not that great, but man, afterwards, dang. I just eat that fried batter up. Anyway, I went crazy with it. As we were frying, I was like, shit, man, let's add even more beer. Let's see how far we can get with this. I need to finish this scar. That's what I do. All right. Now, this level should be fine. Would you barbecue King Kong? That's pretty close. That's pretty close to human, right? I mean, would you eat a gorilla? I need to get some 1-ups. That's what I need to do. I need to just farm these guys for 1-ups. Like, would you eat a monkey? Would you eat a monkey? Like, what part? Like, monkey ribs? Like, King Kong ribs? Like, barbecue King Kong ribs. Country style. Country style King Kong ribs. With some, what's your barbecue sauce you like? What's the one with the, what is it called? Stubbs? What is it? That's the black guy on the cover. Or black guy on the jar. I know I just like the taste. I recognize the label, and I love the taste. Some countries eat monkey brain. They do. Is that kosher? You put some kosher salt on it? Does it make it kosher? Stubbs is good. I like Stubbs. I like that. Imagine some King Kong hot dogs wrapped in bacon. So you get pork, and not turkey bacon, real bacon. So you get pork and what would you call monkey meat? What is gorilla meat? What do you call that? Oh, dude, you need a deep freezer. You would need some heavy duty freezer right there. You would. Oh my god, you need a walk-in freezer. This is the level that has the boss. It's kind of annoying. Oh, these guys. Fuck these guys. Oh, fuck. I lost the bolt. Here we go. This is the part that's lovely. These fucking guys. Man. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Asshole. Oh my god, that thing is so annoying. What is that thing? I don't even know what it's supposed to look like. What was that yellow thing? What is that supposed to be? I get the flying thing that shoots lasers, like a flying lizard thing. I don't know. Yeah, this music is pretty cool for 8-bit. Monkey jerky. Two-headed monster? I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, just a two-headed monster? That's kind of a lame name for that. Oh, I could have just called it that. Yeah, it's a two-headed monster, guys. So let me ask you guys this. Bring back. Have you guys recently lost someone? I had to go to a funeral recently. What else would you call it? A two-headed robot? I don't know. An asshole? A pussy that only fights you when your back is turned? A fucking cocksucker? I don't know. A lot of names. I can think of a lot of names. I got a 1-up. Yay. Maybe I can keep this to the end. Okay, this is the part where things attack you from the pillars. Oh, but... Man, you asshole. What the fuck is that thing? You're one ugly looking thing, man. You piece of shit. Oh, you asshole. That kind of reminds me of Kid Nicky. You ever play that game? Ah. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Here we go. Oh, dang it. I thought you could hit it and duck, but no, you can't. Look at that cleavage. Look at that 8-bit cleavage right there. I would hit it. Ah, shit. I should have jumped over. Ah, you're dead. Look at that. Ho. Yeah, those 8-bit boobs are giving you a 9-bit, huh? It's the little things, man. You think about how much imagination we had as kids because okay, maybe I'm revealing too much. I don't think so. Lara Croft, the very original, the very, very original. You know what I'm talking about? Tomb Raider, old school Tomb Raider. How much imagination it took to turn those boobs into something worthy of masturbating to. I don't know, man. When you are when you are an adolescent, when you're reaching that point, you know what's up, puberty and all that. It's like just about anything. You see something that looks like boobs. It's like, okay. Man. You know, what I think the original Tomb Raider looked like and what it actually looks like are two different things. Vastly different. In my mind, it was like, so great. The boobs are wonderful. It was just triangles. Look at that Lara Croft ass. It's just a square. Oh man. I remember one time I was over at my friend's house and we're playing the PlayStation all night. I say all night, you know, they crashed us still up. I was playing Soul Calibur, like the first one, so Soul Blade. And I was playing as Taki, I think her name is, the Japanese ninja chick, whatever. I'm playing late. It was like, I think it was like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I realized that her boobs jiggle. I was like, whoa, her boobs are like bouncing all around. So, you know, I was really playing with that character then. I was like, man, I think I found my favorite character. April O'Neil. Yep. Yep. I had a crush on her too back when I was a kid. She was a kid crush, you know. Yep. April O'Neil. Goddamn. That jumpsuit. That yellow jumpsuit. That was nice. I don't think I've ever really watched the the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. I've not seen them all the way. I just know that Megan Fox played April O'Neil. She's no April O'Neil, but she is hot though. She's hot. April O'Neil, and then who else? Who else? Trying to think of other characters. Okay, let me test y'all something. You ever watch was it Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? You ever watch that as a kid? The Pink Ranger? Ooh, man, Power Rangers. The Pink Ranger was nice. I gotta tell you though, I had a thing for the Yellow Ranger. I did. Yellow fever, man. Yellow fever. The pink one had, I think, a better rack, but the yellow one, more my taste. More my taste. Um, yeah. So Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Gotta ask you guys, Gadget. Did you have a thing for Gadget? Did you? Amy Jo Johnson. By the way, still master of my domain. Haven't masturbated in like over a week. Feeling pretty good. Is it Gadget? It's not Gadget. Ah, I totally missed something. I don't even know anymore. So you called me out. Fake. I've never seen the show before, bro. You never seen it. You're such a fake, such a poser. I'm starting to worry you. Uh, Gidget, is that her name? I don't know what her name is. I'm just fucking with you guys. A real test would be Tiny Toons. What was her name? Master of your castle, huh? Master of my castle. Gotta be. You guys, I wonder the people that say they were turned on by was it Dad? What was her name? What was the female the female bunny on Tiny Toons? The people that were turned on by that, I wonder if they turned out to be furries. I wonder if there's a correlation there. Babs. Okay. I wonder if there's a correlation between those that thought Babs was hot to furryism. Just jack it if you're lusting after cartoon squirrels. I know it's really bad when I'm reading issues of Squirrel Girl and I'm like really, really getting into it. Good God, this issue's so great. I'm loving these. No, I'm fucking. No, I don't even know what Squirrel Girl is. I just know it's some lame SJW superhero or something. Sounds so fucking stupid. Ugh. Phantom had an absolute shit show tonight. What do you mean? Like how? I wonder if people from Phantom Stream are gonna show up here. Why? Why did he have a shit show tonight? And I'm not even talking about drama. I'm almost at the tail end here. Almost done with this cigar. I'm just playing a game. A monster in my pocket. She always had her mouth full of nuts. I gotta say, this is gonna be a challenging week because my sister-in-law is in town. My sister-in-law is in town because the dealership for her car is here, and she needs them to work on it. So with my sister-in-law in town, the arrangement right now is the kids are sleeping in our room right now. So my wife and I need to figure out. We're not at the point to where we need to rent out a motel room or a hotel room or anything, but might have to have a quick and dirty, maybe like in the car, in a parking lot, in the back of Arby's. No. I'm classy. I'm not gonna do that to my wife. My wife would kill me for that. No. Got to make it classy. It has to be in the back of Olive Garden. That's not even classy anymore. Did I see the recent Wonder Woman cover? The last hours of his stream was him and Nexus arguing who is gay. Like, they were arguing whether or not, between themselves, whether or not Phantom Operation is gay. I don't know. Like is this like a 40-year-old virgin bit where like they were playing games, being like, you know how I know you're gay, like that thing, or was it like they were actually going into it like a real debate? You know, I know you're gay, Mr. Deadman. You got that lesbian haircut. Like, serious heated argument. Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Of course, Phantom Operation is totally gay. He's a homosexual, but I don't care. Phantom Operations is a homosexual, right? But I don't care. I don't even care. I just know he's asking people to suck his fat cock or whatever. I don't know. I don't know, guys. He's kind of turned to Ralph Spurging on Josh. Well, that happens. Oh, he said he wanted I guess he wanted that. I guess he wanted the mantle. I guess he wanted to be the next kill stream. He said he wanted to be the Mediker, right? I'm over here trying to keep it simple, trying to keep it down to earth. Guys, I'm not gay. And even if I was, why would y'all care? I mean, that's what I would say. I mean, be like, are we really having a debate whether or not I'm gay or not? I'm married and I have kids. And besides, I don't give a fuck. Like, why would I care what you think? You know? Maybe it's best to keep this channel small. I guess because the more people come in, the more chance people will come just to try to fuck with me. But all right. I see that in the comment section. They say weird stuff. My response is usually, cool, bro. Nice. I mean, I used to work at a psych facility with adolescents, and they'll call you all sorts of mean stuff. They'll call you vile stuff to your face, and you're not allowed to do shit. But give them a consequence. Now, when you're in these facilities, when you're on the unit, it's just you and the clients. So you have to handle your own. And you have to talk back to them. I mean, you got to do something. Or you sit there and take it. I mean, it's... Now, an important message from Mr. Deadman. I'm not gay. You gave me that response when I said you look like Kathy Bates. Oh, you said that. See, I don't even keep track with who I make comments to in the comment section. That was you. I look like Kathy Bates. I look like Kathy Bates. Do I really? Great. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, yeah, when you said the mom from Twister, I was confused. Which mom? Like, who are we talking about? Oh, it was not an insult. Oh, okay, I guess I'm beautiful. Guess I'm beautiful. Guess I'm beautiful. So okay, this monster here fighting a T-Rex. Come on now. And this level pisses me off. It really doesn't piss me off. Obviously, it's just a game. But water kills you. Water kills you in this level. Those water droplets, they hurt you. Ah, god damn it. I hate it when the games have bullshit stuff like this, like water droplets. Man, and they take a number of hits. This is the only. This is the stage that may give you some hard time, or some trouble. And I think it does something right here. Yeah, it does this thing if you're not expecting it. But I think you can farm for 1-ups. Maybe. Barney had really lost his way. Barney the purple dinosaur? Or is that P.O.'s name? Oh, you're talking about the T-Rex. You're talking about the T-Rex. Yes. Yes, he definitely lost his way. Ah, shit. That bullshit, that enemy right there is fucking trash. The Gijora looking thing. It's worse. It has 4 fucking heads. Man. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. Game over. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Now I'm beating this game tonight, guys. Was almost there. Could continue. But I'm done. They ripped off Godzilla. Yeah, they ripped off a lot. They were trying to do their own monster line. I wouldn't be surprised if they were... I wonder if they ran into some trouble with, like, lawsuits. Because they had Dracula, obviously. They had Frankenstein's monster. They had the Abominable Snowman. And Universal's weird about their shit. You know, they're very... You know, they hold tight to that stuff. Unless... I mean, I don't know much about this toy line unless it's connected to Universal somehow. I'm sure if not, I'm sure they ran into some trouble. I'll take one more puff on this thing. I want to get everything I can out of this cigar. Or maybe not. It might be dead. To the bitter end. To the bitter end. Yeah. See, Frankenstein would be hard for them to like really control licensing over because it's more than just a Universal. I don't think they'll have a problem because it's not like I'm talking out of my ass here. I'm not really thinking here because it's not like Universal owns the rights to Dracula, right? Or Frankenstein's monster. You could just say it's based on, you know. I mean, you probably get around it. I mean, clearly you can get around it. You just can't use their stuff. I don't know. I could imagine they could try. Of course, anyone could try to sue you for anything, right? The book versions are public domain. Yeah, they are. I think the reality is I don't think the Monsters in My Pocket toy line really took off, which is unfortunate because it seemed like it was kind of cool. It definitely didn't have Pokemon power, right? It wasn't Pokemon. Because it was just a stupid plastic toy. It was a very simple plastic toy. Now, Pokemon, Nintendo, god dang, they were smart. They knew what to do. And they made a cash cow that will keep on giving to the end of time. Heck, man, when Pokemon hit the scene, I played those games and I kind of liked it, but I didn't, because I played role-playing games before that. I played, Final Fantasy and Dragon Warrior and shit. And I was like, as a role-playing game, this is kind of basic. I mean, your guys only do so much. I guess the depth in it is like, I guess through evolving your Pokemon and managing them and whatever. Sure. It just, I was not engrossed in it. I didn't get into it. It's for kids. Yeah, it is for kids. And kids love that stuff. They do. Well, I think I'll wrap this stream up here. It sucks that Fandom Operation just had a stream where he talked about how gay he was or how gay he wasn't. If I had a problem like that, if I had trolls saying, "Oh man, Mr. Deadman, you're totally gay," oh, why is that hottie on the screen right now? Look at that. Look at that. That's Vietnamese right there. That's Vietnamese right there. That's the only reason why. Why? I have so many scenes preload, on my OBS from prior streams. Needs bigger ass. If I was there at the time, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. She could use a bigger ass, but if I was right there in the water with her, it wouldn't matter. Come on, man. She was giving you that look, and you're in the water with her, you could turn it down? Sexually gratifying content confirmed. Yes. Glad I can gratify sexually. Live to my channel's name, I guess. He had it like a caveman. Yep. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank y'all so much. Y'all take it easy.